Yay! How was that outro supposed to go? Because I think we both effed it.
I can't remember. I think it was like that. It was. You were going to be like, is there a butter extrusion thing? And I'm like, no. And you'd have to provide the butter anyway. So what's the point? And then I can't remember what.
Yeah.
I think that was about as far as we got.
Yeah.
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 Game dad.
Game dad. Oh, see, that's the kind of dad joke that game would probably appreciate.
That Paula Deen commercial is seriously weird.
Yeah.
The part at the end where she like leans around the door and is like, "And it's free," is like.
I was watching it and I was like, because it's just like
she's like cracking the egg and it's just like.
I'm a homuncula. Like, it's so gross.
It's an odd one.
Also, so much fake tan on that lady.
It's not. I mean,
she's orange.
It's not even. I didn't think she was that orange. She's certainly.
She looks an unnatural shade. People don't come in that color.
She's very plasticky. No Paula Deen games, please. No kidding, right?
Yeah. Milk and Bag. We showed the ad in the upper the corner while Graham was talking.
You can bring it back.
Yeah. One more time. Let's see this horrific thing. Yeah, people should not be that color. Look at that lady.
I don't think she's that orange.
She's just super orange there.
She's just weird. It's like, look at this. Look at that. Look at her face. She's. That's what I said at the bottom. Dean bought 3,000 activating smile protocol.
No, she's so orange, Graham. Like, I mean, she's old lady orange, but, like, that is not her skin tone.
The whole thing's been color corrected, so there's sort of a blue cast over it. I guess if you compare her directly to the egg yolk,
yeah,
then fair enough. Like, so much cream.
It's her eyes.
Yeah, the eyes is what weirds me out. They're piercing.
Ah, this is really scary.
Wait till look, now she's playing the game. Wait until the part where she leans around the door.
I don't like this.
No, it's very odd.
Oh, why is the animation that slow?
Right? Wait for it.
Yeah, she's so orange.
And it's free.
She's not, what's his name? Hamilton?
Guy Hamilton?
Yeah. There's that guy who's like...
Guy
Hamilton. He's just a carrot.
Yeah.
Actually,
So Richard Simmons also kind of carrot colored.
Mm-hmm. What's that, Paul?
So people mentioned frame drops, and so I'm curious to know if you are having problems with frame drops.
I don't know if you guys can hear Paul.
If you are having problems with frame drops, whether they have now stopped, because that would be an indication of something.
Frame drop was only on the intro for me, Paul. Embedded video was choppy. Everything was fine. Kathleen doesn't know colors.
I'm not saying that she's literally carrot orange. I'm saying that is not a skin tone that is normally associated with white ladies.
Frame drops apparently are when we play the videos.
Interesting.
And they're saved to memory. Right?
Yeah, and I mean, like, when I see them, they don't...
Video playback stat says it dropped 64 frames, but was only on the intro or outro for me. Huh.
Weird.
Play the outro again. See if frames drop.
Hey, it's the outro.
It's the outro. This is the music. Music.
Bradley Rains made this music. Coming up, look at this game about sword fighting.
Took that guy's head right off.
You can see that guy. He's got... Oh no, you got disarmed. You dropped your sword. Fight those hot dog monsters. What hell is this? This is not a place where dads want to be. I like how you have a digital watch. And they're walking through puddles of pee.
Look at this. I love this. Wait, and then it's stuck to... Oh. Okay.
Looks fine this time.
Looks fine this time. It seems fine. Bit of a frame drop, but not much. No frame drop this time.
Definitely a couple drops. Not too many, though. Interesting.
Weird.
Huh. So I'm wondering whether it's something to do with doing the local recording at the same time. The computer might just be working a little too hard.
Weird.
Yeah, a lot of people saying for them it was choppy the first time, but it's good now.
It might just be interestingly enough, actually hearing the audio makes me realize, of course, that the cut between like the intro and when it cuts to you guys, is a little. It doesn't fade. It doesn't. We don't know. We can't fade the audio.
Yeah, I do that for the replay though.
Right.
When it goes to YouTube, I make the music fade out.
But anyway, doesn't matter too much. But it's fun to. I can hear stuff.
The
Someone must be downloading Star Citizen.
You can't yet.
That's a good joke, though.
You get bits of it, but you can't get it yet. The thing we were just talking about. One of the many things. Something about video games, presumably.
We got distracted by Paula Deen and then by frame drops.
Yeah, no. So the Paula Deen, this is not what I was thinking about, but in the Paula Deen commercial for Recipe Quest, the game that they show in the commercial is not playing well.
No.
It's playing at like 15 frames a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the first thing I said is, why is the animation so slow?
Arakasi, I don't think anyone's freaking out about it. I'm certainly not freaking out about the fact that it's 100 gigs. It's still big. Like, I totally get why it's 100 gigs, because they're making a very, very ambitious game that's huge and massive and full of a million things. But that's still very big.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's not necessarily that unusual, but it's still big. So it's like, I can have a nuanced position on the internet. I know it's weird.
I mean, it's a space game. It should be big.
Mm-hmm.
No Land Beyond is supposed to be huge.
The download won't be 100 gig. That's what they said. They said the download would be like 100 gigs. Finally seen. Yeah.
It was only 2 gigs, and that was over 4 discs.
2 gigs.
Wow. All right, hold on. We gotta make room for Paul here. Yeah.
Make room for Paul.
I probably don't have to go that far. Keep coming.
I think the new microphone system worked out well.
Yeah.
The new microphone system is we put the mic on the table.
So it's like right in front of us.
Sweet system.
On my hoodie. Well, because usually, here's the problem. Here's the thing. So if we put the mic on the table like it is for the streams, it'll be in shot.
Right.
Because there's a stand for it. So usually we put an empty Xbox One box on the floor and sit this on it, and so it's sort of pointing up at us.
But then it's not very loud because it's kind of muffled because it's underneath the table.
It's loud enough, but it's not about volume. It's about how present
We sound.
Yeah.
We should talk about some of the stories we didn't do, though.
Yeah.
We have some of those. Wait, where's the mouse? There it is. Wireless
It's
mice.
the thing I
Always
like
getting
about
away.
Star Citizen is that they talked about that they might deliver it on a USB stick for people who have slower internet connections or whatever. But of course, a USB stick, they usually top out at like 64 gigs, at least right now.
I looked it up. You can get a 128.
You can get a 128.
God, that's expensive.
But I mean,
though.
we're getting into like SSD territory then.
Yeah.
Like there are SSDs that are 128.
Just send someone a hard drive. It might be cheaper.
A new stretch goal. Get a hard drive.
Alright.
So here's a fun story that we really couldn't adequately explain.
Because we're scrubs.
We only have a certain amount of time, and we like going deep on stuff like when we do EVE Online stories or when we report on some sort of like multi-layered Kickstarter thing, like the Stalker things. When we really, any story that starts with "Come with me on this journey." But there's a lot of sort of little things involved here. So the TLDR is in a Dota 2 tournament, specifically the Starladder Europe tournament. 2 members of one 5-player team disconnected, which is
Super shitty.
super shitty to happen during a tournament, and a lot of people are really upset that it even happened.
Mm-hmm.
But another member of that 5-player team. So in Dota 2, when someone disconnects, the other players can keep piloting their character so that the team isn't just ruined. And so you had 5 players, 2 of them disconnected. 2 of the remaining players kept playing as normal, and the 5th player started controlling his character and the 2 characters that disconnected, and they won that match.
Yeah. There's Team Secret.
Yeah.
That's the team.
Somebody says that to put Star Citizen on floppy disks, it would be 71,000 floppy disks. I really want to see that. I want somebody to do that as an art project. Just 71,000 floppies.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like that if it was on DVDs, it would be like 30 DVDs,
Yeah.
which is pretty impressive.
Was it Flash? I don't think so. Doesn't Flash usually play StarCraft, or does Flash play Dota now? Or are there two people named Flash?
No, this is Ludwig Zai Wahlberg. So
Yeah.
Zai, I guess is his name.
Yeah, this was
Z-A-I.
Team Secret versus Team Duza Gaming, and two members of Team Secret DC'd.
Yeah.
Apparently, so when you're controlling them, apparently you can't buy or sell any of their items. But you can you can still do everything else. And apparently they were trying to reconnect, and they knew that the connection was bad. So at one point, one of the two disconnected players logs in, does a bunch of commerce, and disconnects again.
Just so he can do it.
Just
yeah.
in case. They're like, oh, well, at least I got the disconnecting thing there. So
71,000 floppy disks would weigh 1,207 kilograms.
Jeez.
why is everyone telling me that that's the joke? What did I miss?
What?
I have no idea. We'll wait for the chat to catch up and tell us what the joke
I don't know. There's like
was.
5 people saying that's the joke, and I don't get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think I was referencing anything, but okay.
Oh, PS4 is finally getting the suspend resume feature that you guys were promised 2 years ago, and I think everybody forgot about.
But yeah, I mean, this is basically they want to do what like portable consoles have done for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where you if you have your 3DS or whatever, you can just close it, and it will save where you are. And so.
Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. The joke is that Flash is a super high APM StarCraft player. It's totally feasible that Flash could be also playing Dota. I don't know. I thought it was a legitimate question. Whatever.
All right.
All right.
So the so the idea is that now you could just turn off your PS4, and it will not only like, so this doesn't even need to be like, this is not even like an auto save. This is actually, it's loading its RAM onto the hard drive to save it, and then when you boot it back up, it loads the hard drive back into RAM and gets you exactly back where you were.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, this would have been, I mean, this was on Xbox One, but this would have been super sweet for our
Oh yeah, for Sunset Overdrive.
for our Sunset Overdrive run when we had that cool bug going on.
Had the power not gone out.
And we lost it because the thing turned off.
Yeah.
And if we had this, then that wouldn't have been an issue.
But the yeah, exactly. The Vita does that right now. But
Mm-hmm.
so we're talking about
mobile systems have done it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were talking about this before we went live, and Paul was saying that, like, sort of what happened to back in the day, but, like, what happened to sort of, like, here's the console, it does this stuff, and then later being like, we've just added this new feature, rather than here's the console, it will do all of these things, but not this stuff right now. There you go. There's the console. And then, like, a year later, hey, here's that thing that we said we would do. It's like
it's for both the PS3 and or PS4 and the 3 Xbox One.
Yeah, both of them.
For both of them, basically their announcement thing was less like these are the features that it will come with, but it's like this is like the roadmap for things we want to do with it. But they didn't really make that totally clear.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing. And so, but what it does is it makes it so it's like every time they actually like announce a new update, it's not like, listen to this cool feature. It's like, oh, that thing that we promised would be there, it's there now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Which
It's
is
not
kinda-
gonna, I mean, I guess maybe they figured it'd be working, and it's not, and they were like, just move it back. I mean, it's not something that's like, it's not like a desperately needed feature on a home-based console like it is on a mobile console, obviously. But yeah, a lot of people were saying it's not just like hibernate mode. The nice thing that you can do with like the Vita and stuff like that is that you put it down, or with the 3DS is you can close it and resume your game. And with the Vita, apparently, even if the Vita actually turns off because your battery dies, you're not effed.
Right,
Like,
because
it
it's actually
actually
loading onto the.
That's the Xbox One will be the next water cooler. I still do not see this. That's true. Sorry. That's your foot, not the chair.
Down my foot.
I'm sorry.
It's actually Captain Fluffle
Hmm.
brings up a good point. One of the other thing that is coming in that same update is an accessibility thing that allows you to remap any button,
Oh, that's awesome.
which I think it seems to be like on a level above the actual video game. Like you can do it
Yeah.
regardless of what the video game is set up.
That's sweet.
Which is, I mean, that's great for just regular usage, but then that's
Especially
obviously
good for accessibility.
way
yeah.
better for accessibility. Or, for instance, you're playing like a weird JRPG that has inverted left-right or something stupid like that.
I
No
like
way to
those
change
inverted features. Some of us are monsters, thank you. That's the first thing I did when I played Destiny is I inverted the controllers. Although I'm not very good at those games because most of them make me sick. And so when I realized Destiny wouldn't make me sick, I was like, I am so shitty at dual stick shooters.
I understand. I don't agree with it, but I understand up-down inversion because of flight sim controls.
Yeah.
Left-right inversion just makes no goddamn sense.
You know what? It's all of it's all those formative years on JRPGs, right?
Right.
You are not going to ever see me play Destiny on stream because I'm so bad at it. And I played it like twice.
You should play more.
Yeah, I'm really busy.
I know. So am I.
Also, you know what I'm going to be playing instead?
Oh, yeah.
This new, incredibly cool looking RPG that Atlas just announced. It's called Lost Dimension. And you are saving the world from the end of the world. It's like the bad guy force called The End or something like that. And it's like a turn-based strategy RPG, and it's for Vita and PS3, so I'm probably going to play it on my Vita. And I'm so excited. But here's the twist. Some of your allies are traitors. Traitors! And you have to, like, form bonds with them. I'm guessing kind of Persona 4-ish. And
Kathleen said, some of them are traitors. And I looked at the artwork of all 11 people, and I was like, well, it's obviously the guy that looks
like
super evil. And Kathleen said,
oh, but no. Every time you play the game, the traitors are randomized. So, replayability. Also, if you don't find them all, like if you don't get all the traitors out of your midst by the end, they'll turn on you during the final boss fight, which is so cool.
It's like a combination of like a JRPG and like Mafia or whatever whatever you want to call that.
yeah.
Where everyone has werewolf.
Yeah.
Whatever. So because the thing is, of course, you can also mess yourself up by accusing the wrong people,
right?
And so then in the final fight, you won't have that people to help those people.
Well, yeah, you won't have people that could have helped you, but you will have some traitors, right? Like it sounds so cool to me, and like really hard, and
Also,
like stressful.
Also, it's Atlas, which is like your favorite thing ever.
Yeah, so it's going to be like just difficult anyhow.
Yeah.
Basically, every time Atlas is like, we're doing a new thing, I'm like, I'm in. Although I don't know, hopefully it's not like super like. The only Atlas game I didn't really enjoy was Catherine because the puzzling was like time-based and really difficult, and I found it so stressful that I really didn't enjoy playing the game.
Beep, boop, boop. Oh, yeah. There's a new DLC mission for The Evil Within, which I actually really want to tell Alex about. Upside is the save point, because the save point in Evil Within was the mirrors, or was that how you got to you had to take the mirror portal to the weird hospital? Anyway, you save the game by petting a cat. You have a cat, and you pet the cat, and that's a save point. The downside, for most people are saying it's a downside, is that there's no guns.
There's no weapons of any kind, I don't think.
Yeah, it's totally stealth section, which most people are being like, that's the part of the Evil Within that everyone liked the least.
Yeah, that's the part that was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do get to save by petting a cat, so I mean...
So that is a bold decision to take, like, because, I mean, the gun stuff, even though you were, like, restricted in terms of ammo and things like that, shooting things was a big part of Evil Within.
Yeah.
So just sort of taking that out is pretty ballsy.
I mean, they might have, like, done some tweaks to the stealth sections and stuff.
Apparently you can do some sort of more stealthy type stuff in terms of, like, chucking stuff around.
And you can like call to distract enemies and stuff.
Yeah.
If you remember our episode of Unskippable on the game, you play as Julie Kidman, who's the characterless lady detective at the beginning of the game, who just is all business and then goes away forever.
Mm-hmm. So I guess this is what she was doing. Maybe it's his explanation as to why she has no character.
Pyrolite says if you don't pet the cat correctly, it'll delete your save file. Yeah, if you pet backwards,
Yeah, if
going
you
from tail
rub-
to head.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Cat's just
Cat
like...
goes, "Meow," and then kills it, yeah. And that was actually all the things that we flagged, apart from just a couple, like, Kickstarters.
Yeah, which, I mean, are interesting, but not... like.
Oh, and you can buy decals for your 3DS to make it look like a Super Famicom.
But only if you... But, like, it works better if you actually manage to get the new 3DS that has, like, the Nintendo-style buttons. Unfortunately, good luck actually getting that.
Neat, huh?
Like, the colored buttons are on the 3DS, but some of the extra the stuff is, like, decals that you can apply.
It's cool
so
looking.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Something is like if you touch the cat's belly, it will break your system.
Yeah. I don't know. Not all cats are like that. Baxter likes having his belly rubbed.
Annika did not.
No.
That was a trap.
Yeah. When he'd, like, turn over and be like... Brrr.
And then you go like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was essentially what happened.
That's how it would go.
It was like you have...
Grab, and then kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bunny kicks.
Yeah.
The raking kicks.
And you're like, why? Why?
You just pull back a bloodied stump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was all the news. Oh, what was the... oh, yeah. So they're making They are making. Some of the developers, formerly of Rare, are planning to kickstart a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. But I don't know how I feel about it. I do love 3D platformers, but someone in the comments, I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, like
someone in the comments made a really good point. This was the stories on Polygon.
Oh, somebody's saying Project Ukulele. Yeah, they heard about this.
Yeah. But the hang on. Stand by.
Some people are like, well, I'm not. Some people are excited. Some people are like, not getting my hopes up.
Yeah. So this is a comment. I'm not sure why they're so happy that they're going to be making a game in the same genre they pioneered, a genre they subsequently reduced to soulless, mind-numbing exercises in tedium and constant padding.
Whoops.
These guys forget why the 3D platformer adventure genre more or less died. It died because they killed it. In fact, the word collectathon was coined to refer to their work, and it was not a compliment. And someone's like, well, most of it was optional. And they're like, no. Listen to this. In Banjo-Kazooie, you had 100 jiggies and 1,000 music notes. To beat the game, you needed 94 of the 100 jiggies and 810 of the 1,000 music notes.
Wow.
And it was just
I never really played
go
Banjo-Kazooie.
collect all the things.
Yeah, I hate games. I hate games like that where you just have a bare ass gauge to fill.
Shade.
I mean, in Banjo-Kazooie, it was actually, you are a bear, so.
Oh, well.
So that's the...
Bare ass is being my generic term for useless things to collect because the game tells you to collect them, because that is the point of the game, is to collect the bare asses.
So anyway, that comment I thought was entertaining as a counterpoint.
Yeah.
But they're jigsaw puzzle pieces. They were called jiggies in the game. So, I don't know.
Mario 64 is good. Yeah, but you didn't need to... You didn't, need to get all of this... you didn't need to go around, chasing down stars to actually beat the game. There was, sort of a minimal story quest that you could do to go through and beat 64, and then finding all of the other stuff was fun and exciting.
Well, also, Ashiok Nightmare Beaver, it's the... you completed a level or an objective, and you got the star.
Yeah.
Right.
What they're talking about in Banjo-Kazooie is that there's just these items
just
littering
the
world, and you have to go and get all of them.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like in Mario 64, how you get a star for getting the 8 red coins in every level.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that always.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Mario 64, you didn't need to get all of the stars. you only basically need to get the bare minimum of stars is just going through and playing, the game, right?
It's what's the minimum you actually need to beat Mario 64?
I have no idea. I cannot remember.
I'm confused by speed runs because it's like 16 stars is the lowest speed run that actually has stars, because of course there's 0-star speed runs, or like 1 star. But I think you need more than that to. Is 64? It is 64. Okay,
Yeah.
Good. No, that's.
But
what I thought.
you would get that easily by just playing the game as it presents the game to you. And getting
70? Is it 70?
And getting all the other ones was like, oh, I figured out where one of the extra stars was, or I figured out a cool way to do this level, right? Like it was fun.
They say the jiggies were also objective based.
Okay. The shared calendar shows that Checkpoint Plus is about to start.
Yeah, DST. We are not on the same DST schedule as
Europe.
As Europe, we are on the same DST schedule as the United States.
It's off for a couple weeks.
It should be
tied
at
to
the right.
US.
It should be at the right time for you, though. Like, it's set to our location, and Google knows that we're on daylight saving and other people aren't, so it should be accurate. But sorry if it isn't. But Mario 64 has been thoroughly speedrunned.
Anyway, I'm not saying I completely agree with that comment either. I just thought it was an interesting counterpoint to the thing. So.
Okay, there you go. The Jiggies were in the world, but you had to complete an objective to get it. And Mario 64, you get the Jiggies in any order. I don't know. I would say that Mario.
Okay, other people are having okay with it, so.
Interesting. I would say that Mario 64 has been speed ran into the ground.
It's so much fun to watch.
It's interesting. I find Mario 64 interesting because, of course, it was the first game available for the N64 because it was the launch title for it, and it was the first party game, and the way it kind of set the style for those kind of games, especially for the N64. And a lot of it was based on taking advantage or was based around the limitations of what the N64 could do. So like the whole star system was set up so that they could reuse levels over and over again, right? But it was done in a really smart way.
Yeah.
Which is why everyone really likes Mario 64. And it's a great game. But that same technique can be used for really boring, repetitive gameplay too, right? Just by making you have to do the same thing over and over again. So.
Oh, crap, sweet looking shirt. Hadn't seen it before. Oh, this is our Temple of Lava Bears shirt. Which was up for pre-order and will be available for regular order when they get back up on the store. So we did the pre-order. We're sending out the pre-orders, and then we ordered extra, of course, and we'll put those up online. There's also, it's on the back, there's a little, like up on the shoulders, there's a tag. There's like a little loading ready run. There it is. Doo-doo. Yeah, and it's a really nice soft shirt too.
So Omega Laron says, I used to hang out with this thoroughly unpleasant girl just because she had an N64 and Mario 64. Didn't we all in high school and junior high?
The old hanging out with friends because they have video games.
Oh, yeah,
I hang out with this guy named Jeremy who had a N64, and
what a dick.
Yeah, that guy
always
is still a good friend.
I'm trying to remember.
No, seriously, Jared was the guy with the N64. Ask him about Castlevania. Whoa.
I can't remember the name of this guy. It was my friend Tia's boyfriend, and we spent so much time in his basement because he had an N64.
Ooh, Baron Astra, while I have you, how do I get the button from Card Kingdom? Just place an order with Card Kingdom and tell them in the comments, loading ready run sent me, button please. And they have them now. They do in fact have them now.
So. Yeah, I mean, it's really awesome that, we have to say that because they keep running out of buttons. Because you guys have been ordering stuff from them, so that's excellent, and that makes them happy, and that makes us happy.
Somebody
like to play Castlevania.
We also had some Lava Bear shirts at PAX East, and somebody bought, and somebody in the chat says he has them. He has his shirt, and he likes it a lot because it's a really nice shirt.
We're stepping a game up.
We're trying to make better, cooler shirts.
Yeah,
or at least shirts on better shirt stock. You know what I mean?
Is it called stock?
Yeah,
I guess so. So, I guess there's
some subscriber
Some subscriber shenanigans.
There's that thing
The tradition.
that has to be done.
Oh, darn it. I always forget. It's that one. Gotta bookmark this.
Yeah, Castle Otranto, we just sent them new buttons because there was a shipping mix-up.
Bookmark this page.
Yeah, Phoenix Miller says the hoodies were a great step up too. Yeah, we didn't want to make, we'd been talking about making hoodies for a long time, but we didn't want to make them until we were sure that they would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And the hoodies that we have are really, really nice.
Yeah. I mean, they were a little pricey, but we wanted to make sure they were really good quality ones.
I would rather have a really nice $50 hoodie than a crummy $40 hoodie that's like scratchy and
How did Temple of the Lava Twinks subscribe during...
The lava bears are going to sell a lot now in honor of finally seeing actual lava bears.
I'm glad we always saw two because they were terrifying.
Really scary.
Yeah.
I mean, how many, like, one hit you, didn't it? And didn't it take off like 20 HP in one go?
No, none hit me.
No.
Because I ran up and
I think one of them hit Dacron.
I took about
No,
10...
it was Chip, and it almost killed him in like one attack.
I took about, and I missed him with the other hit.
Yeah.
But I took about 10 damage just from me attacking it because my weapon hurt me.
Oh, okay. Cheers, Eddie Pie. Will do. So the first person who subscribed before we went live was the weekly sub. I believe there's 4 underscores here. 1,
oh my goodness.
2, 3, 4 of Kathleen Kicks Balls.
The service.
The gift that keeps on giving.
All right. Okay, let's start with that then.
Whoops. Sorry about the spoilers.
Oh, right.
There are lava bears in the Temple of the Lava Bears.
Right. Sorry.
BT dubs.
One of them attacks Matt's character. Anyway.
I mean, I don't think there being lava bears in the Temple of the Lava Bears and them being terrifying creatures is that much of a spoiler. I mean, no, the lava bears are good friends and we like them a lot. Then we have a picnic, it's very boring.
Alright, Kathleen Kicks Balls.
Hey, everybody, do you have somebody in your life that's annoying you and they happen to be a man and eligible for my ball kicking service? Well, good, you're in luck because I have a ball kicking service. What's that service? I kick balls. How many balls? 2. If they've got 1 ball, I mean, you might get a small discount, but it's really a per delivery fee thing and not really a ball-by-ball basis that I work on. But anyhow, what can I do? I will kick a ball, or 2 balls, really. Like, the second ball's free. Maybe that's it. Buy 1 ball, get the second ball free. If they don't have 2 balls, well, then you don't get a discount. Anyhow, what happens? A kick is delivered onto the groin that is much like a world coming to an end. Or at least it's their world coming to an end, as the blackness fills their eyes and their heart explodes and their brain stops and they go, ah!
That's the sound? Okay.
I mean, that's all the sound that can escape from their jagged lungs after the force of my mighty ball kicking is delivered. That's right, it's a subscription service, so you get 1 testicular trauma delivered per month. So what do you get from that? I mean, you get to see the light fade from someone's eyes. I mean, what more do you want? I mean, a receipt probably, but I'm not guaranteeing that. Kathleen Kicks Balls. Have had no one take me up on this offer.
Is it tax deductible?
No.
No?
No.
Maybe for charitable reasons?
I do not think charities would take that.
Kathleen Kicks Balls non-profit organization dedicated to kicking balls.
No, it is a full profit organization dedicated to making me money.
Zyme86 has resubscribed.
For 8 months?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sure, do that one, and then we'll go back to the one I missed.
Okay. Zyme86. How much is... Oh, somebody says, how much is shipping for the shirts if you live in Victoria? Standard rates because they ship from the U.S.
Yeah.
We do not ship our own shirts anymore because when we shipped our own shirts, it was a disaster. We'd have to, like, pull everybody in for, like, once a month to do all the shipping orders, and it was bad for customer service.
We made videos about it.
So, yeah. So now, you may pay more in shipping, but once you place the order... then it goes out like that day or at the worst the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zyme86.
Zyme86. Hey everybody, are you looking for a new chemical compound? Why not try Zyme86? Add it to food. It's like MSG, except it doesn't have the M, the S, or the G. It's got the Zyme and the 86. What does that do? It changes the flavor. For the good? Nah! I mean, why not try it? It's cheap. Buy a lot of it. Zyme86. Put it in your food. It maybe won't give you cancer.
Maybe.
And then...
Mercano 82.
Alrighty.
How much for shipping if I want to buy from your table at PAX?
$10. Shipping is $0 if you buy it from us at PAX, obviously. Let's see. Sorry, I'm coming up with things.
It's okay.
I'm working on it.
Zyme86 says, confirmed, I might not give you cancer.
But he might if he's feeling feisty.
Day to day, it depends.
Day to day.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, sure. Mercano86. Hey, are you looking for a discount mercenary solution, but you can't afford the actual mercenary solutions company? Because turns out that they are very effective at their jobs and don't give discounts, really, unless you are very rich, and then their discounts are more in the lines of, well, maybe we'll go down from 2 million to 1.9 million. But you know what? That person that you want, that's very dead, except they say it much more hoarsely. But you know what? If you're looking for a mercenary solution, but you can't afford real mercenary solutions, come on down to Mercano82's Mercenary Solutions at an actual discount. That's right. He's got incompetent mercenaries of all stripes and colors and creeds. Most of them have trained with airsoft guns, but maybe they could shoot a real gun too. Or not. But you know what? They're really cheap. And you know what they say in mercenary stuff? You get what you pay for.
I like the idea, like, even if Mercenary Solutions mercenaries were free, it would still be extremely expensive to order them because the just collateral damage that they create.
Yeah.
I mean, the joke for them is that they're really, really, really competent, which I think is a fun idea.
But they do create a lot of collateral damage.
I mean, yeah, they will absolutely, like, if you hire them to kill someone, that person will be dead no matter what. However, if they have to like steal several tanks and blow up a large portion of your country in the process, that's just what happens. They have waivers that you have to sign.
2 flower.
2 flower. Like the Discworld character. Aw, Terry Pratchett. Hey, everybody, are you looking for a startup floral delivery solution? Why not try 2 flower? It's the new app that you can get up on your phone. Do they send things that are flowers? Yes. Do they send things that are more than 2 flowers? Strangely, yes. How did they come to this name? A marketing focus group. They paid a lot of money for this name, so please use this service. 2 flower. Get some flowers delivered from your phone. I hope this app works. Somebody buy us.
Chrono 2X. Or Chrono 2X.
Chrono 2X. Let's see. Chrono 2X. In the not too distant future, Chrono 2X roamed the space, doing things with time, like rewinding it so he could go back and return his DVDs on time, because inexplicably video rental services had come back to the blackness of space. It turns out the internet was really slow and it was actually easier just to rent a DVD. My god, the future is now the past. Chrono 2X, master of time, master of never getting late fees, master of space, Chrono 2X. Sure.
Nice.
Master of time, but not super creative as to the usage of that power.
Oh, he can rewind it like an hour, right? There's not much you can do there.
I see. So it's not even like if he returns it late, it's like it's only if you like just missed the window.
Yeah, exactly. A red box on every space station.
Star Shock 2002. Whoa. Guys, don't time him out, okay? Sorry, I've been watching this debate going on in the chat. He disagrees with you. That doesn't mean he's trolling. And when you keep telling someone that they're trolling, then they're going to start reacting worse and worse. So yeah, he just yelled in all caps there because you've been talking back and forth and you just keep telling them that he's trolling. So maybe hear him out.
Oh,
You're allowed to disagree. I'm just saying, someone's not going to subscribe to the channel just to go around insulting people. Chill. Sorry, it's people can get very, very, very like take a small disagreement, it balloons.
mm-hmm.
You're allowed to have differing opinions. Did you do Star Shock? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
You distracted me.
Sorry. Yeah.
Let's
He's
see.
the guy that did Game Bad on D&D. So what?
He's allowed to think that D&D is not a good game?
Like, what? So? What's the problem with that? People... Admiral Mamo says Game Bad on games I love. He's obviously trolling. No, he just didn't like the game.
Calling somebody an idiot is not... I mean, I called you guys goons earlier. Basically, everybody try to just be chill. Everybody relax and try to bring decorum and good vibes and make this chat a wonderful and lovely place to be like it always is. And when disagreements inevitably happen, try to solve them like adults, okay?
It's tough. I know it's tough. It is the internet. It's a chat room. I know it's tough. But, it's like, maybe he was being rude, or, you interpreted what he was saying as being rude, but then, being like, oh, you're just trolling, that's only going to piss someone off when they're like, no, I disagree with you, and, again, maybe he was being rude. I only didn't really see that, but anyway. Anyway.
Actually, somebody says, allowed to have different opinions. That's not what forum mods have told me for years.
I know, right? Isn't it weird?
We trust you guys all to be adults, right? Yeah. You guys are all grown-ups or teenagers or whatever, right? Like, you can all... We trust all of you are mature, smart people and can handle yourselves accordingly.
All right. Star Shock 2002.
Star Shock 2002 came from the past to save us. He said, hey guys, global warming is about to get bad. And then we said, we know our politicians keep ignoring it anyhow. And he said, no, wait, but there's other stuff that's gonna happen that's also bad. And we're like, yeah, we saw that coming too, but we just didn't want to deal with it. And he's like, well, what about, like, this net neutrality thing? And we're like, no, inexplicably we got that one worked out. Star Shock 2002 came from the past, not very effective.
Speaking of things that people have opinions about.
What?
Climate change.
We're not going to get into that.
No. Well, hey, hibbity bobbity, welcome. You know nothing about us, Kathleen. Hey, that script of poop jokes was great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to shoot it.
Oh, James found an outhouse.
Yeah.
James actually was like,
it's like
what about this?
It's like a 40-minute drive, and darn it,
we're going to do it
Yeah.
at some point.
Okay.
Narratum with a 10-month resub.
Narratum.
Welcome back. Or Narratum?
Narratum?
It's EI.
Neridium, maybe.
It's not Neridium because the I is on the other side of the D.
Oh, yeah.
It would be Neridium. So it's Narratum.
Yeah. Neridum.
Narratum.
Outhouse. Yay, outhouse get. Now the problem is the courthouse is the harder one.
Well, James knows a girl.
That's his wife.
That's what he said. He said, I know a girl.
All right. Let's see. Narratum. I mean, that sounds like some sort of horrible chemical compound you could add to food. I might have blown my chemical compound load.
Oh, is it really? Sure, any of those work. Sounds
what
good.
What is it?
Huh? No, just Narratum said any of those work.
Okay. All right. I'm kind of hungry, so my brain is slow. All right.
Take a big old bite of Narratum.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, come on. Oh, Narrator made the device. Okay, there we are. Now
Oh, hey.
I'm going to go on. Hey, everybody, are you looking to torment a bunch of streamers? Why not try the device? Narratum is a guy, and he can set it up so they will really hate you by the end of it. But also, they won't be able to do much about it because it won't technically be your fault, but it will be mostly your fault because you're the one who provided the device to them in the first place. What will the chat do? The chat will love it. The chat will call for it. It will hunger for it. They will lust for the device. They will want the device above all other things. You could have been like, hey, do you want to see some naked dancing girls or the device? And they'd be like, screw the boobs. I want to see the device. Device, device, device. And you'd say, well, I mean, it is helping keep the stream PG, but also, Desert Bus, the device. See, the chat's doing it now. If you need a device, we know a guy. His name's Narratum. You get what you get, though.
The naked dancing girls to have to play Desert Bus with the device on. That's really what they would want when it comes right down to it.
I think that people would probably say, the device is my bae. Very on fleek, that device.
Jesus. Shalakitty.
Shalakitty.
Or Scalakitty? I think it's Shalakitty.
Yeah, SCH is Sha.
Shalakitty.
Shalakitty. Let's see. Shalakitty does whatever a Shalakitty can. Papercraft, stuff for kids, making lots of bids. Shalakitty! She is a nice lady. Also, she has a kitty in her name, and you can do a lot worse than that. She could be Shala Dog, which would not be as cute. Kitty's better. That's just objective. You don't agree? Fight me 1v1.
If you don't agree, see previous entry about Kathleen kicks balls.
Yeah. Oh, it's her birthday tomorrow.
Well, hey. Happy tomorrow birthday.
If you're on, well, Heather and I are on tomorrow. You can remind us, and we will sing you happy birthday, or at least wish you many birthday wishes. I don't guarantee that.
You have a reprise
that she will sing
of the Spider-Man / Shalakitty song.
Well, I do not guarantee it will be even remotely the same.
No, that's why it's a reprise. It's not the same thing. It's like the one that comes later in the episode.
Or like at the end of the musical when you're like, well, I thought we were done with the singing! Why are we back to this song?
Lore Scholar with a 13-month resub.
Ooh, that makes me think of Magic cards. Is there a Lore Scholar?
Probably.
Lore Seeker?
Lore Scholar, it seems like...
It's almost redundant, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Shalakitty says, thank you, Kathleen. I will probably be out having birthday funs, but thank you. That seems like a better use of your time on your actual birthday is going out and having birthday funs. But have lots of birthday funs and know that we are wishing you a happy birthday.
I mean, like, can you be a scholar of something that isn't lore? I mean, doesn't you...
Top Google result for Lore Scholar, 2 words, is Lore India Foundation undergraduate scholarship programs.
Okay.
But I mean, like, doesn't by researching it and being a scholar in the thing, you are creating the lore.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Anyway, Lore Scholar.
Lore Scholar. Lore Scholar, Lore Scholar. He is a magic card, but not really, but maybe he could be one day. They haven't run out of names yet. I mean, they had Mob Rule, but that was a card, so they had to come up with Angry Mob, but sometimes names that are really good are not taken, like Sandblast. Can you believe it took them 22 years to use that? Lore Scholar, coming soon. He's probably going to be a blue creature, maybe blue-white. He'll probably do things if you tap 2. Maybe he'll tutor a card. No, that's probably too good. Mythic Rare, possibly. Lore Scholar, yay! I mean, how much would it... tutor a card from your library onto the top? Maybe pay 5 and tap him? And he's like a...
Scholars are usually
1/2 or
draw
something?
cards as opposed to... Because tutors are obviously tutoring cards. Scholars are usually draw cards, I think. Or like Scry.
Oh, maybe Scry. Well, I don't think Scry's coming back anytime soon. Because we just had Scry. You know what I'm excited for, though? Battle for Zendikar. You know what that means? Zendikar Full Art Land! Zendikar Full Art Land! Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody says, can we get Paul singing next? Well, I mean, Paul would be a lot better at singing. You would enjoy that. So no.
No, that's... we can't have that.
Stoffern.
Stoffern.
With an 18-month resub. Welcome back.
Hey everybody, buy the new Pizza Pops from Stoffern. That's right, we changed our company's name so you would not remember how gross Pizza Pops were, the delicious promise of a microwavy pizza, and then the sad reality of what a Pizza Pop actually is. Bland dough filled with hot filth. Pizza Pops, they were gross, but they're slightly better now. We replaced the MSG with Zyme 86, and we've been told it doesn't cause cancer all that often. Pizza Pops, new from Stoffern.
Yeah, Pizza Pops are in that same category as, like, Mr. Noodles.
Yeah, where you're
where it's like, the difference, the time between when I eat Pizza Pops or Mr. Noodles is the same amount of time it takes for me to forget
how gross they are.
It's like, oh, that wasn't that bad, right? I'm hungry, sure, I'll have that. It's like, oh, right, I don't like this very much.
Yeah. Whenever, like, although coming home at, like, midnight or something, sometimes I'm really hungry, and I don't like eating just, like, chips or like candy. Sometimes I actually want like a food, and Pizza Pops do like fill that pocket in my heart or in my stomach, really.
The pizza pocket.
The pizza pocket, and then I always eat them, and I'm like, that's so much worse than I remember. It's not good. They taste very plasticky.
Yeah.
Hot fills is a bit like, yeah, if I'm drunk, I'm like, yeah, do you want a Pizza Pop? And then I'm like, ugh.
Somebody needs to invent like a nice, like, stone-fired Neapolitan-style Pizza Pop.
That's a calzone, Paul. Those exist.
No, but one that you could have, like, frozen and put in your microwave. Because, I mean, the Pizza Pop concept is a calzone, but the innovation is that you can have it at 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever when you come home and you're hungry.
I mean, I'm sure there's actual, like, good freezer food that you can buy. But Pizza Pops are not really one of them. Is there any confirmed news? Everybody was saying that Top Gear is canceled and all of that. But
No, there's a blog post people are linking to.
That's, like, very speculative.
No, there's a blog post by Jeremy Clarkson about him leaving Top Gear.
Oh.
From 1999. When he left the first series of Top Gear before it was revamped into its current form in 2002.
Oh.
People are linking it around, being like, "Look, this is a blog post by Jeremy Clarkson talking about leaving Top Gear." It's from '99.
He did do so.
Nothing is confirmed currently.
Yeah, well,
I was just checking.
The current situation is
he's suspended.
And kind of rightfully so.
And they have currently suspended broadcasting of.
They're looking into it.
And with they haven't confirmed whether they're not going to release it or not. Jeremy, he did actually do not a blog post, but an article in The Sun.
Yeah.
Where he basically, I mean, the article was like, nobody really wants to hear me talk about this more. But he did say something about, like, you know, at a certain point you do have to move on. Mm-hmm. But he didn't say that this is that point, but he did sort of make certain things that could be interpreted that if I was him, I would certainly be looking for, you know, checking my options.
Also, Jeremy Clarkson is an asshole and punched somebody in the fucking face because they arrived too late for hot food. Don't do that! No matter who you are! Don't be a shitbag! Although I do have to...
Well, apparently details surrounding the actual punching are a little unclear, but he certainly punched a guy.
Don't do that! Don't punch people!
I love that because there was what was released in the press release, that like the official line is like Jeremy Clarkson had a fracas.
Yeah.
A fracas.
And now everyone is using that word.
Yeah, it's just like, that's such a weird word to be.
Fracas.
Yeah, a fracas.
I'm okay
Punched him right in the fracas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's one of those small bones down here.
Yeah. Don't like. I feel like I like when they went to James May's house to get a comment, and they're like, "Do you support Jeremy?" And he said, "In many ways, no. I've said many times that
the man is a knob, but I quite like him."
Yeah.
Which I thought was like beautiful.
And it's
because you're allowed to have nuanced positions.
And yeah, I mean, it's fundamentally like the BBC did publicly say after the last time he got suspended, that if he did something again, they would fire him. So they're a little bit over the barrel in terms of if they don't fire him, then that'll be
he can just get away with
not
anything.
very good. Yeah. But we don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next? That formerly board gamer.
Formerly board gamer, the BORED.
Okay. Hey, everybody, are you looking for something to do and you like games? Come on down to formerly Board Gamer's Shop of Games for the board. That's right, I used to be bored, but now I have these board games, which are different than the board that I was. That's the BORAD board games, and you know what? You can play them on a board or on a table or in your house or in my store. That's right. I was formerly bored, the other type with the ED at the end, and now I'm not because I have all these games. So that's right, if you don't want to be bored, just be bored. Come on down to formerly Board Gamers, the House of Board Games.
Nice. Actually, I was just with Jeremy Clark, unrelated to the thing that you, but I was just saw an interview with him from a while ago. But you're talking about, this is the greatest thing in the world. How he came up with that.
Yeah.
Because that's like almost not trademark, but it's like his catchphrase thing. He's saying it wasn't intentional. It's like, I used to smoke a lot. And you can't say a whole line without taking a breath. And so it was, this is the greatest car. And then he ran out of breath in the world.
Maybe that's Shatner's.
So he just he had to pause in the middle of the sentence just because he ran out of breath.
Instead of saying the greatest car in the world, it's just the greatest car in the world.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody's like, we could just not have Jeremy Clarkson on. That's my opinion. I think most people prefer James May at this point. Just hire one other funny British guy that they have good chemistry
Without
with.
Clarkson, they could give a proper review to the Tesla and stop ignoring global warming.
I think
snap.
I think I think they definitely need a third.
Yes.
They need someone to fulfill the Clarkson role
of being kind of an arse, but not actually an arse.
And just the energy that he brings, right?
Yeah.
James May does tend to be a little bit on the low energy side.
Someone suggested Chris Berry, who played Rimmer on Red Dwarf because he's a massive gearhead.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He could be good.
That'd be funny.
He could actually play that kind of stiff, snotty asshole persona too. Like, I would be fine with Top Gear with just no Jeremy Clarkson. And I fucking love Top Gear. I'm just saying, if anybody from the BBC is listening, Jeremy Clarkson is not the make all break all of that show. It's the whole package. Jeremy Clarkson just happens to have a big platform, but he's also a big shitbag. Anyhow.
The Architect X.
The Architect X. Hey everybody, are you looking for magical kind of stuff to fill up your lot with? Why build a boring house when you could build a house with all sorts of secret portals to hell dimensions? Come on down to the Architect X House of Discount Weird Architecture. That's right. If you're looking for someone who can help you craft a lair and a dungeon that will take people from your basement to a terrible hell place where displacer beasts roam, and a Cerberus is just a nice dog that says hi but also still has 3 heads and bites you in half, then you have come to the right place. If you're looking for a boring old house, you could literally go to any other architects. But why would you want that when you could doom people to an eternity of wandering the lost wastes when they come to your door? The Architect X'd.
Wow, that's some impressive architecture.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, only one person can do that, right?
Wile E. Coyote 556.
Sounds like phyrexia.
All right, I'm gonna
Food.
head out and get some food for myself.
Oh, so hungry.
And Paul will be back
I'll be back
for Things on the Stream.
for things on my stream
His stream.
where I'm gonna be playing something fancy.
Oh, what are you gonna play?
It's a secret.
Is it actually a secret?
Sort of. It's a secret, but I think a certain Monsieur Hosk might be happy about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh.
Alright.
Super cool. All right.
The device. He's not playing the device.
Nothing is confirmed that Clarkson has quit or fired. He is suspended. The BBC is investigating, and Top Gear is postponed until then. That's all that we know.
Yeah, somebody's saying, ooh, Stephen Fry. I don't think Stephen Fry is much of a car person.
No, I think keep Stephen Fry on QI, where he shines.
Yeah.
What's that?
He's a good presenter.
He's a good presenter. Yeah. Yeah, Wile E. Coyote. Did you do that one?
No, I
Okay.
was thinking about it, and then we got distracted. Wile E. Coyote 556. That's right. Where the other 555 Wile E. Coyotes have failed, this one finally succeeds, captures the Roadrunner, and then is overwhelmed with a terrible sense of ennui as his life has lost meaning. For thousands of years, his ancestors have been passing down secrets and Acme catalogs to tell him to finally catch the Roadrunner, and now that he's achieved not only his life dreams, but his entire ancestry's life dreams, he's like, what do I do now? Do I just close up shop? Maybe move somewhere? Maybe I could open a donut shop. Wile E. Coyote's Donuts. That's got a good ring to it. I like donuts. I don't know. Actually, this is pretty depressing. If I could go back in time, I would not have caught and eaten that Roadrunner. It was really stringy. A sad story for Wile E. Coyote 556. Graham can't drive. He cannot be a Top Gear host.
Hush. Don't tell them my dark secrets.
You know what, though? There was a Top Gear guest this year that couldn't drive, and that ruined the plan because I wanted to get Graham on Top Gear and then have me drive the lap. But obviously, they'll just teach you how to drive.
No, I will fight for having you drive when we're on Top Gear.
I believe that you can get on Top Gear one day.
They had C6 Steve on Top Gear. It's totally possible.
Who's C6 Steve?
Exactly.
Probably some British comedian.
Ico, no, he was a music guy. Ico and Mog.
Oh, hey everybody, Ico and Mog. It's the High Concept 2 user account name. That's right. What can Ico and Mog bring you? 2 distinctive voices, 1 account. No waiting. That's right. Which one's Ico? That's the human. Which one's Mog? That's the not human. I forget what it actually is, but Ico and Mog.
It's a Moogle.
Is it a Moogle?
Mog is a Moogle.
Yeah, but is it actually Mog?
I don't know.
See,
wait,
these are...
you're thinking of Kate Sith? Aren't you?
No, I'm thinking of this username.
Yeah.
Which has like the idea is that there's Ico who weighs in, and then occasionally Mog weighs in at the end. I've seen this person's posts.
I seriously thought that this account, at least on our forums, was actually like 2 people sharing an account.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who knows? If you need a high concept username, look no further than Ico and Mog. Maybe Ico and Mog can weigh in because they should be watching for this.
Huh. Maybe I've been misinterpreting this amazing high concept thing this whole time.
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting this mixed up with somebody else who had this super high concept username or account for posting and on videos and stuff like that. And now I am racked with attention, waiting for them to show up in the chat. Meet 2 dwarves in a sack. Wait, hold on. I want to get to the bottom of this before we go on.
Okay.
No, Kathleen, it's Final Fantasy. I mean, it could be Final Fantasy. I mean, I could be completely wrong. How long is the lag?
It's possible they aren't in the chat.
What?
It's possible. Maybe they had to go.
They missed their subscriber commercial. Nah. All right, Graham, you watch the chat. Tell me if anything happens. This is very important. 2 Moogles in an overcoat.
I'm watching.
I don't think they're here. No! Oh, we'll never know. Oh, well. They're not in the chat. Thank you, guys.
Malk is next.
Malk. Oh, I love that username. All right. Malk.
I'm still watching the chat, even though I know they're not logged in right now.
You can probably not watch the chat anymore.
Okay.
You are released. You probably still want to pay attention to what we're doing. What's up there?
Nothing.
Oh, good. You watch the screen.
What? Oh, hey.
At least engage.
What's up?
All right. Right. Malk. He's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. That's right, Malk. If you need a cheap milk substitute, why not try some milk? That's right. He won't give children malnutrition. That's what you'll do. He's not responsible for what you do with his products. Malk. That's right. Save money. Rot bones. Malk. Hire him today.
Save money, rot bones.
Yeah.
Wow. And that was 15.
That was 15, but we have
So further welcomes to Eldrin 13.
Eldrin 13. You probably are an elf, just guessing by your username. How is it to be the first elf in the world? Do your ears hurt because they're pointy? Eldrin 13.
And Gina Mahavira with a 12-month resub.
Gina Mahavira, Gina Mahavira, Gina Mahavira. Your username is fun to say. Gina Mahavira.
And Ryson with a 19-month resub. Oh, before you do that, actually, Hondo 25. This is the tail end of the show, where we talk about gaming news. We do a whole bit that gets recorded and put up on YouTube, and that was about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Wait, when did we start? 2:40. We started at 1.
1:20.
Wow, okay. So it was a little while ago. Mm-hmm. So this is the end of it where we welcome people who've subscribed. So it's an awkward part to come in.
Yeah. Ryson,
welcome. Thank you.
Ryson. If you need a milk substitute beverage that's made of rice, why not try Ryson? It's kind of nice-in, but not really. It'll make you realize you're not drinking milk. Just buy it anyhow.
Yeah. But then, that's it. That's it for us. We're going to go offline. Wave goodbye to everybody. Stream will go down. We'll be back up in 20 minutes with Paul's show, Things on My Stream, where he's playing a secret game today.
That apparently Lord Hosk knows about, though.
Apparently. Or he will enjoy. Who knows? But we know ricin is poison.
Yes. That's why... Yeah. Anyhow.
Don't actually drink ricin, everybody.
You will die.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us today for Checkpoint, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.